You and me. Okay.
Down in front.
What's your question? What's it like working with Jared? No, what's your question?
Serious question. Because of your faith, I was just wondering, when you read the script for season 9, did you have any, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. First time on here. Because of your faith, with the Cain, Martha Cain storyline and what he said about Abel, did it affect the way you played Dean or any?
I think I understand the question. I got you. And to answer it kind of simply, you know, this from the very beginning is a fictional story that is inspired by some historical facts, and others are of the creative mind of our wonderful writers. So that's what it is to Jared and I. We're telling a fictional story about fictional characters, and we try to make them as real and as tangible and as in-depth and as layered as we possibly can. So if ever there's a question of something for me in the script that maybe it's a subject that I don't necessarily believe in, or there's a subject that we said very early on that we don't want to be a political or religious mouthpiece for our writers, and they have been very respectful of that. And in doing so, they've created a beautiful world in which we can play Sam and Dean in. And by beautiful, it comes with all the ugly too, which is, you know, probably. So no, to answer your question, I get to play Dean because I think he's a hell of a character and a really, really unique story, and we take solace in that. We really enjoy being in this world and playing these characters and bringing them to life. So, Hi.
I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. My question is for Jared. My question is, have you ever come across anyone that can't say your last name right no matter how hard they try? Because I have a Polish last name too, and no one can say it right.
What is it?
Blazak. Do you want me to spell it for you?
Whoa!
Yes, stupid. Do you want her to spell it for you? I'm glad you didn't ask me that question, because I would have been like, no, I know how to spell it.
Is there a C and a Z next to each other?
There are 2 Z's and 1 C.
Is it B-L-A-C-Z-Z-A-C?
It's B-L-A-S-Z-C-Z-A-K.
Duh!
I think you win this round. I think you win this round, because I clearly did not spell it correctly, but yes, I do know how to do all. In fact,
We both have, our last names both get butchered horribly. His probably more than mine, but yeah, no, it's...
probably. I have your last name within my last name. So, and then the rest of it kind of goes on. You know, it was actually, what's funny is that my last name specifically, it's a way that I helped to kind of come to terms with my place in this business, and that when before I got Gilmore Girls, before I got... myself? Before I started working, you need to register, when you qualify for SAG, you need to register for SAG, you need to register your name. And I remember my ex-manager X being the opposite term. He's actually a great guy, so I don't want to dog him. He's actually a really nice man, a really great guy. But he wanted me to use a fake last name. He thought how lucky it would be to vote for people to who, indeed, I agree. But he was just thinking as a business standpoint, like Jared, all right, next. And I remember having kind of a come to terms with myself when I was 17 years old, going like, you know what? If I'm not good enough to make it beyond a difficult to pronounce last name, then I don't belong in this business anyway. So I'll just be who I am and who I am. Blaze that all over Hollywood. I bet. Thank you.
If you can spell it.
You need me to spell it for you, Jensen? Thank you. Hi.
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 My question was yesterday at another panel where crossovers with like other shows.
What other panel?
But how was it working with, ladies runners? Snooki. Bigger crossover even.
You know what? I'll start this. Talk. I've had a few opportunities to work with, and actually we worked with another one, same show, the people who do the reality shows. The business surprises you every now and again. You meet people that you really think like, oh, I'm gonna respect this person. I met Harrison Ford, he was an asshole.
How dare you!
Just saying. An Idol, on Solo, Indiana Jones, I was like 18 years old. I was like a golden, maybe 19 or 20 years old, golden gloves. I just wanted to shake his hand, and he goes, nope, and walked away. That's the first time I ever told this story in public. Yeah, he's still Harrison Ford, so. However, you meet people like Nicole, or like Paris Hilton, and you go like, oh, I see. The business and publicity and media does to you some things that you can't help it. She was kind, she was sweet, she showed up with her mother, and that's it, and she was easy, and I
think that's been established.
all I can say is this. All I can say, and for those of you over the age of 30 in this room, if the stuff I did between ages 18 and 25 was put on camera for the world to see, I wouldn't be able to she was a sweetheart. She was a doll. She was professional. She came to work, and I worked very good. What's your last name? You want me to spell it for you? Is it a silent ZC or is it just a...
It's like leg, Zach. So I don't know.
Oh, well, we just say it like that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Blazak, but it's Blazak. That clears it up. All right. It's fine.
What was your experience? How was your experience working on Smallville?
The second part of the question was?
How was it having Jane Seymour play your mom?
Oh, yes, yeah. Never a bad thing when a Bond girl gets to play your mother. Smallville was good. It was a great experience. I was actually supposed to do another season of it. I only ended up doing one because this other show came along and they needed me for it.
I was trying to get you some applause, man.
Oh, I see. I appreciate that. You over there going? I had a great experience. I made some friends on that show that I still have to this day, and the really cool part was that now because that show is gone, a few of the crew members that I worked with on Smallville have now joined the crew with Supernatural. So I've got, long history with a lot of these crew guys. They go past, they go further than back to Supernatural. Yeah, so it was very good. The show was a little bit different, obviously, than Supernatural is, because it took place in high school. And the funny thing was is that I was the coach of Tom Welling, and he was older than I am in real life. It was kind of odd, but whatever. We had a good time, and Michael Rosenbaum I still talk to, and it's always nice when I see Kristen, and yeah, so it was a really good experience on the show. I have nothing bad to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there somebody inside the spotlight?
Yes.
Hi.
Okay, first off, Jared, I want to thank you earlier for talking about massage in the golf panel because I'm a parent massage writer and I love that, but my question is for Jensen.
This is good. This is good. I'm from my hometown. What do you expect?
I was wondering if Dean gets a hellhound.
If what?
Dean gets a hellhound.
If Demon Dean gets a hellhound? That's a good question. I don't think Demon Dean needs a pet. I think it's... Crowley's got a pet, and Crowley's Demon Dean's pet, so there's kind of a juxtaposition there. No, Demon Dean is not get it. I think that if it lasted a little longer than it did, the whole Demon Dean thing, then maybe they would start playing with the idea of bringing in elements, but what? Hey, look, we're already at episode 9, so maybe it just stopped. Or maybe I've read to 13 and then it stops. Or maybe it stopped after episode 1. I don't know. Spoiler alert. Not one. No hellhound for Demon Dean. I should have just said that. Hey, Gabby. Hi.
Jensen, look away. Hey, you got this. It's weird now.
So, obviously, this movie has been conceived, and I was wondering if y'all keep out of it.
I geek out over moments like this, for sure. And my wife, who's backstage, will attest. So here's somebody saying, come on, Jen. That's what you get for eating salad. I just see a few rubies today. Where are they? Are the rubies still ruby? Yeah. There's one, yes. Yeah, I saw it earlier. And I was like, yeah. My wife and y'all should take those. So you will attest that the first time we went backstage to a Pokemon concert, I love you, baby. We we went backstage to a Pearl Jam concert, and we were holding hands, and all of a sudden she's like, baby, baby, like trying to get out of my hand. And I was like, what? She goes, you squeezed my hand. And I'm like, sorry, it's Mike McCready. He's right there.
Let's get the real story.
So much that Neil actually turned to me and said, he's gonna get us.
That was my wife that was like, he's got to stop.
I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave.
No, Jim, he's gonna pay for that one.
Am I bleeding?
Yeah, he definitely geeked out at a Pearl Jam concert. That was funny. I looked over and he was just like white, ghost white, and just like vibrating. I'm like, you need to lock it up. You gotta pull yourself together, man.
But I grew up with them. It was like 10 years. You know what I mean? 10 years.
That wasn't so much the opposite reaction. I'm trying to think the last time I saw somebody that was like, but I just, if I see, okay, like recently I saw, no, that wasn't recently. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
About the, I just turned and walked away. I was like, oh. And it's like not the cool walk either. Where, you know, I can't. I don't know. That's yeah. You're doing a lot better than I would. So yeah, she's just taking a knee now.
Thanks. Hi.
Okay, I do want to point out the fact that they are wrapped up.
Yeah.
But it was...
It's torn off on the sides.
No, was it put in the sides?
Yeah, I think it was.
In the sides. But in...
It was in the driver's seat.
Folded up in this, right?
It was in the driver's seat. She said it.
But folded up in the sides. Which I will say, these aren't my sides, because this is how I fold them. My bad.
What's funny is that we have so we call her Prop and Robin, or Robin, or just Robin, but she does our props and stuff, and she holds our sides in between, or while we're shooting. We'll flip through our sides, run lines, and we're like, okay, and hand it to her, and so you do fold things like that. We both fold ours very differently, very specifically. So she can just, without even looking, grab two pairs of sides in her hand and go like, okay, these are Jensen's, these are yours, because of the way we fold them. So those are totally apples. You are guilty as charged. Which means, for my Sherlock Holmes moment, that is Jensen's ABC gum.
But now, wait a second. There are two pieces of gum there. And two separate pieces of paper. Where are we going now, Jeremy?
Yep.
Okay, so what's the question? Is it about gum?
You can clone us. You can actually clone us from that.
Okay, so what's the question?
So that got me thinking that you probably have some funny gross habits. I want you to leave out all the other ones.
And we're both guys sitting in the car by each other. I mean, it's gonna happen. Sorry, that's not a habit. That's just nature. What's that? Sulfur for breakfast. That's right.
My sister texted me out of the blue one day, and she's like, "Sulfur for breakfast." Made me laugh out loud. All right, love you. Bye. Gross habits. No. Oh, yeah. That's
Do we want to say that? I'm surprised, you know those little single-serving floss sticks? I find those everywhere. Because Stretch over here is always flossing, but he does this self-diagnosis where he goes like this. And every now and again, you get one of them. Jensen, smell this. No!
That's probably both all in one. I floss and smell it, and I also floss and try and get other people to smell it. Every now and again, they'll smell it, and that's pretty gross. That's a lot.
Every now and then, it makes such a curious face. I'm like, all right, I need to smell it. Like that piece of barbecue's been in there for a week.
I haven't had barbecue in like 2 weeks. Even better. He hides his better. He hides it.
I hide my bad habits better.
He hides it better, so I'll have to get some thought, but if it hits me, I'll speak. Thank you.
Not hi, my question is Jared. Hi, Jared. And we completely understood her.
Thanks for it.
She said her grandma was her teacher in like elementary.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. And, but my question actually is that.
Oh, God. Oh, you got my hopes up. I screwed my chair forward. Screwed my chair backwards.
Hi.
So far, just do Ted, how is it being, have you enjoyed it?
I will say that I have had yes, it's been more enjoyment from season 10 than there was the majority of season 9 because of the weight of the storyline that Dean was in for season 9. It was pretty heavy and dramatic and a lot of self-loathing and whatnot. But yes, season 10 has been a lot more enjoyable for me. So I hope it is the same to you guys.
My grandma has a question for you guys. She wants to know, on the supernatural world, who actually does the laundry? Fresh suits and all that. And she clothes are usually clean. It's like, I'm trying to guess which one does the actual laundry.
You know, it's actually funny. I pitched one. I didn't pitch it. I just kind of suggested it in passing. I'm like, shouldn't there be a scene with the guys playing some card game in a laundromat, sitting there in their boxers? And the only reason I say that is because I've done that when I was
On the way here today?
on the way here. No, I was like backpacking Europe when I'm in my early 20s, and me and my buddy were going from city to city to city. We'd just pull into a laundromat, unpack our backpacks, get down to as little as we could, sit in the laundromat, wait for our laundry to dry, and just play cards. And I'm like, this is the kind of thing that, you know, but it doesn't really move the story along, so probably not necessarily.
You're like,
What's that?
story.
It's gonna be like, now there's gonna be letters written to Warner Brothers about a laundromat that they've never heard of. But I don't know, if I was willing to bet, I would say that it would be a collaborative effort. Maybe Dee does the ironing.
Much better than her guys. Her guys was that Sam would be bullied into doing all of it.
I'm okay with that.
That was her guys.
I think Sam, trying to go to law school and do that, probably knows how to put on a suit and tie. But I think both these guys are grifters. I both of them know how to play games. I think they're like, these are all monsters. I don't think they want to see each other as characters.
Now look, there are ways that I have almost perfected, traveling as much as I do, of rolling your clothing to where there's no wrinkles. Like this shirt was packed into a bag that was this big to come here this weekend, but I just rolled it around my jeans.
He didn't finish.
Boom! No creases.
Let's clarify something. Let's finish these dimensions. How big was it?
You're right, it was a trunk. I came here for 2 days with a trunk. The rest of it's on its way. We'll ship it here.
There will be changes soon.
So I assume that Sam and Dean have also become very clever in how to pack appropriately.
Very streamlined.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I'm here about.
There you go.
And you got nominated for the Ice Bucket Challenge a couple dozen times, and I'm still waiting for the video.
Well, as I understood it, it was donate or dump a bucket of ice in the bag. Am I right? So I donated. Yeah, so there were about a dozen challenges that I was supposed to respond to, but I had 24 hours and I missed the deadline, so I just donated instead. Is there like an extension that I didn't know about? Yes! It's a little late in the game at this point, isn't it? It's like, oh, let me do the Harlem Shake while I'm at it too. I'm a little party to the party. Thanks, that was a shirt of Margarita, that's what I know. Yeah, I just kind of wrote it off as I missed the deadline, so let me donate, and that was kind of.
Do it!
And now I feel if I do it, it's just sad. It's like, oh, look who decided to show up 3 months later. What? That's a whole different challenge.
Peer pressure!
Yeah, peer pressure. Yeah, I wasn't up on the peer pressure thing growing up, and I am up on it now. So I donated, and you know, maybe I'll be ahead of the curve for the next ice challenge of some sort. Or maybe I'll just surprise you, come wintertime, I'll just jump in a lake. I'll be like, ice bucket challenge, remember?